getting on Nation? DanielJon, I hope you guys are good. And of course, I hope you're all okay. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions lately, and a few of you guys have asked me to do a video on the Big Lifts 2 application for smartphones and how to set it up and the features that it provides. So we're going to get straight into this. But before we do, go get yourself a cup of BBC. Mine's nearly all gone, but it's still a BBC. So, that's some good coffee. So, the first thing I'm going to do for the convenience of this video, yes, that is Miss Leanne Louise. That background is available on the App Store, $9.99. No, I'm only joking with you. But I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode just for the convenience so we don't get any interruptions. So once we've done that, we're going to go to the App Store. If you haven't already downloaded the application, all you do is type in Big Lifts 2 at the top. And what that would do is come up with this right here. There is only one result for the smartphones. So the Big Lifts 2 application will look like this. It's a black background with a white dumbbell. It is a free application to download, although there is additional features in there that you can purchase, but for the best part, you're not going to need them. So rather than click open right there, I'm going to go to the application, which is on my background. And this is going to be the first screen you're prompted with. Now, I am obviously using the 531 template at the moment, but if you are using a different template, they are there and you can choose them. You've got the starting strength, the 531, the small of and the small of junior. And also, one thing I'm going to urge you to do now is if you are working in pounds, select pounds. If you are working in kilos, select kilos. So once you've selected if you're working in pounds or kilos, you're going to want to select the program that you are using. Now, I am using a 531, so I'm going to set this up with the 531. Now, these are currently the numbers that I'm at in my workouts. These are my actual maxes. So I know that I can go into the gym and my actual max is 100 kilos on bench press, 155 kilos on squats, 67.5 kilos on overhead press, and 183 kilos on deadlifts. Now, what this is going to ask you to do is click on these and put in your numbers. So say, for instance, your bench press is 90 kilos. We're going to use that for the convenience. Now, this is automatically on the right-hand side going to calculate your training max. Now, for the 531 program, your training max is 90% of your actual max. So watch it change as I click that. So automatically it's selected that my actual training max that I can go into the gym and on any given day should be able to hit 81 kilos on the bench press. But for my convenience, I'm actually on the 100 kilos. So if my screen works, I'm going to select 100 kilos. And again, it's going to automatically calculate it. The increments of what it's going to increase by every single cycle. So for instance, if you're working in pounds, which the Gym Wheeler program is set in pounds, but obviously I've set it in kilos. So my bench press and my overhead press increase by 2 kilos every cycle. My squat and deadlift increase by 5 kilos. If you are using the pound system, it works at 10 pounds and also 5 pounds. So once you've done that, you can change your lifts around. If you choose to do bench press after deadlift day, you can arrange it how you want by selecting a range at the top and dragging and dropping where you want. But for the best part, I'm going to leave it exactly how it is there. So once you're back at this screen, you're going to see that generic icon up in the top left-hand corner. And when we click on that, it's going to bring us to this sub-menu. Now, this has got many things on it, but for the best part, I'm going to tell you guys to experiment. Now, these are the additional features that you can buy. Bar loading and estimated 1 rep max. If you click on them, you can purchase them, but you're not going to need them for the best part. Oh, sorry. So you can purchase them, but you're not going to need them. If you want them, go and buy them. Now, track, I'm going to show you first. Once you've actually completed a workout for that day, it records it in this kind of journal here, just for your convenience so you can look back. And that's kind of what it backs up to iCloud if you're using a smartphone. And then you can just recover it on a computer if you need to. You can leave feedback, you can like the application, which I advise you to do. I'm not affiliated with this program in any way, shape or form. If I was, I would urge you to do that. But if you do like the application, then why not do that? I did. Now, if you want to go back and select the program again, you can do that by clicking insert at the bottom. Bar loading, additional feature. Plan the workout is what you're going to want to select before you go any further. Now, this is going to bring you to exactly what you need to set up. Now, you guys know that I said your training max on the 531 is 90%. I believe if you click on that, it will give you the option to change it. But for the best part, we are not going to do that. Now, I am using the 531 template, so I'm going to be doing 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3, 5, 3, 1, and a deload. So it's a 4-week cycle, and then you perform that all over again. So if you are doing anything different, they are available there. You can purchase additional ones at the bottom, depends on your needs, and you can also customize your own, which is an extra £1.49. In dollars, it may vary. Assistance work. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but I'm actually going to, you can also purchase there, but I'm going to come back to this because this is what's getting people confused. So once we've selected that and the template that you're going to be running, we're going to come back to this menu right here and we're going to go to lift. And what lift is exactly where you need to be that day. So say for instance, I have already completed the first 3 weeks, so that's why they are ticked. Now if you by accidentally click the tick, you can undo it at any time just by clicking not done at the top, or if you have done it, you can click done. Now, first week is the 5-5-5. So say for instance bench press. We go into the gym today and we're going to perform bench press. It's our first week. We click on that and it's going to give us the numbers that we need to do in the gym. Now at the beginning, a few screens back, you guys saw there was a warm-up button ticked. And what that means is it includes the warm-up. If you don't want the warm-up, you can go back, you can go to plan workout and turn the warm-up off. And what that will do is if we go back into our workout, it will just show you our working sets and you guys can warm up how you want. So once that is done, I'm going to go back and quickly put on the warm-up back on. Now, if we go back into the first week of bench press, these are the numbers that it's going to want us to hit. First set 59 kilos, then 68, then 77. It tells you 5 times, 5 times and 5 plus. Now this is where people have been asking me a lot of questions saying that they're not seeing what they need to on screen, and this is this number up in the top left hand corner, the 2 beat number. You will hear Brian Nielsen, me and everybody else that uses this program saying that the application asked them to beat a number. So what you need to get is 5 plus of 77 kilos, and the application wants you to get whatever that number is in the top left hand corner. Now if you're not seeing this, the reason that is because you are having the assistance work turned on. Now if you decide to do the boring but big 5 sets of 10 reps at 50% of your main lifts selected, you can also do the 3-month challenge where it goes from 50% to 60% to 70%, and that's if you're feeling badass. But for the best part, I'm going to turn that off because we're doing a video. So once you have the boring but big or a custom, or you can have these ones here if you additionally purchase them, that number that you saw up in the top left hand corner disappears. Now that is the problem that a few of you guys have been having. Now what I would urge you to do is the assistance work that it does ask you to do is 5 sets of 10 repetitions at 50%. Well, we know that 50% is already up here in our warm-up. So if you can remember that your 5 sets of 10 are 50%, so the number is there exactly the same as it is at the bottom. As you can see, the 5 sets on me are 45 kilos and they are same 45 kilos at the top. So if you don't need them and you can remember it, I urge you to go and turn the assistance work off just by clicking none at the top. So when you go back into lift, you will now see a number to beat at the top. Now that is where most of the questions I've been getting are coming from. A few of you guys have been saying, I can't see the number where to beat, I can't see why it's asking me to beat, what are you going on about when it says 2 beats? And that is exactly what you hear when me and Brian and a few of the other guys on YouTube have been talking about. So that is, for the best part, going to conclude this video. There's not much else to this application apart from keep lifting, lift heavy, progress through this, do the next cycle. And what I will tell you now, I'm on my deload next week, so I'm going to be performing only my 3 working sets. I will warm up just for my convenience, but I have 3 working sets, and I have 3 working sets on squats, the same on deadlifts, and the same on overhead press. And once I've performed all of them, I will click next cycle. And if you didn't, in your first cycle, hit the majority or all of your plus rep numbers, then your check marks will be reset. If you did hit all of your numbers and you think you can advance to the next cycle, you can click maxes will be increased. Now what they will be increased by are the increments that you guys saw at the beginning. If we go back down here, now the increments are the 2 kilos and the 2 kilos on press, and squats and deadlifts will increase by 5 kilos. So that is going to conclude this video. I hope it's been helpful. I hope it's cleared up all of your questions. I'm sorry if I've left anything out, but if I have, please let me know in that comment section below. If you've got any questions, let me know down there and I'll be sure to answer them for you. So I hope you guys are all good. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh yeah, of course I drink the PBC in the gym. And I am wearing that Alpha 1. Did you see my lat when I bent down then? My lat was poking around. It was looking good. I was admiring myself then. Yes, I was. I'm sorry.